Welcome back. You're watching News Tonight on Ndtv-Hindu. Now, should the Chief of Police Department in the state be chosen on the basis of seniority, or is it left to the discretion of the government? Bureaucrats say that the Supreme Court has settled this question, ruling that the DGP of a state should be chosen among 3 of the most senior officers. But the Central Administrative Tribunal believes it's the government's prerogative. So will R. Nataraj, the present Director of Fire and Rescue Services, be forced to extinguish his dream of heading the Tamil Nadu Police Department, despite being senior to Latika Saran, who was appointed to the coveted post in January? Or will he go to court? Interestingly, Latika Saran had replaced Nataraj as the Chennai Police Commissioner under dramatic circumstances in the run-up to the assembly polls in 2006. Our political reporter Shabir Ahmed throws the spotlight on this new round of rivalry in Khaki.
Not long ago, Kiran Bedi protested after she lost out in the race for the top job in the Delhi Police Department, but stopped short of challenging Y.S. Dadwal's appointment as the Delhi Police Commissioner. In Tamil Nadu, R. Nataraj hasn't taken it lying down. The 1975 batch IPS officer who felt he was overlooked for the DGP's post has lost round 1, as he challenged the appointment of Latika Saran, a 1976 batch officer, as a state police chief. Latika Saran supersedes 5 senior officers. There has been no love lost between the ruling DMK and Nataraj. In the run-up to the assembly polls in 2006, the party petitioned the Election Commission, citing a violation of the Model Code of Conduct, as the officer, who was the Chennai Police Commissioner, had praised the then Chief Minister Ms. Jayalalitha in an interview on International Women's Day. Ultimately, Latika Saran replaced Nataraj as the Chennai Police Commissioner. Tamil Nadu has heard similar voices of protest in the past as well. A few years ago, 1992 batch officers had gone to court over the promotion of P. Sivanandi as DIG.
On the basis of the pleadings of a party, the tribunal should not decide the issue, because the tribunal is specifically constituted to decide service matters. So they cannot behave like High Court. High Court, deals with various matters, but this is a specialized tribunal. They have to give an opportunity to the litigant, and get reply from the government of Tamil Nadu. Then only they can decide.
Observers say both Nataraj and Latika Saran have been outstanding officers. But will Nataraj, who retires next year, take his fight to the court? That's the big question doing the rounds in the police headquarters. In Chennai with Shabir Ahmed, this is Sanjay Pinto for Ndtv-Hindu.
Now, an accident in Trichy involving an auto rickshaw carrying school students has sparked off protests among residents. This morning, the auto rickshaw collided head-on with a car at Kattur near Trichy. 4 students were injured in the accident. The local residents resorted to a sudden road roko in protest. They claimed that the authorities have been carrying out construction work along the road for the past 3 years. That has led to worsening of the civic conditions along the stretch. After a 3-hour agitation, the police reportedly removed them by force.
பிள்ளைங்க படிக்கிற ஸ்கூல் கிட்ட ஒரு கட்டிங்கே கிடையாது, சர்வீஸ் சர்வோடு எதுவுமே இல்ல. இது 13வது ஆக்சிடென்ட். இன்னைக்கு ஆக்சிடென்ட் பாத்தீங்கன்னா நேருக்கு நேரா ஒரு ஆட்டோவில் பிள்ளைங்க ஏத்திட்டு வந்த பிள்ளைங்களை அடிச்சு 4 பிள்ளைங்க இன்னைக்கு ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் அட்மிட் ஆயிருக்கு. ஆட்டோ டிரைவர் பழப்பாரா என்னங்கிற கஷ்டத்துல இருக்கு. அதனால இந்த கட்டையை உடைச்சி எங்களுக்கு கட்டிங் இந்த இடத்துக்கிட்ட கொடுக்கணும். அதே மாதிரி 2 டிராபிக் கான்ஸ்டபிள் இங்க போட்டு ஸ்கூல் பீக் ஹவர்ஸ்ல 2 ஸ்கூலுக்கும் கொடுக்கணும். கம்பல்சரி ஸ்பீடு பிரேக்கர் வேணும். அதான் எங்களோட எதிர்பார்ப்பு.
In an unfortunate incident in Villivakam, 2 school-going children drowned into the waters of the Perumal Kovil tank late last night. Allegedly, 8-year-old Santosh and 12-year-old Appu returned from school at 3:30 yesterday and went out to take a dip to beat the heat. The parents became suspicious about the whereabouts of the 2 when they failed to return. To their shock, the body of the 2 little ones were found in the temple tank. The body was recovered and later sent to the Kilpok Medical College Hospital for post-mortem. The police in Villivakam have registered a case and investigations are on.
அப்படின்ட்டு அந்த கோயில் குளத்தில் தான் விளையாடின்னு இருப்பாங்க பசங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. சரி, கோயில் குளத்தில் போய் பார்த்துன்னா அவங்க அப்பா இறங்கி பார்த்துக்கிட்டாரு. இறங்கி பார்த்தோன்னா முட்டியளவு ஆழம் தான். ஆனால் இருந்தாலும் கீழே குழந்தை எந்த மூச்சு வச்சு இல்லாமல் கீழே தண்ணியில் விழுந்துருந்தேன். அப்புறம் ஒரு 10:30 மணிக்கா குழந்தைய எடுத்து மேலே போட்டு போலீஸுக்கு தகவல் கொடுத்து காவல்துறைக்கு தகவல் கொடுத்து பிடிச்சிருக்காங்க.
Moving on, starting a yoga camp has become a good short-term business plan during summers year after year in Chennai. This season, thousands of new summer camps which promise to teach yoga and some other fitness trends are flooding the market. But how safe and sure are they? Our reporter Nitila gives you tips on what you should keep in mind before enrolling your children to these summer camps.
Hoardings like these decorate almost every locality in Chennai. And on the internet, there's no dearth of information on the latest yoga camp near your home. Some even promise to teach children this 2,000-year-old practice in just a week. But before you decide on the closest yoga or karate camp for your child this summer vacation, ask how trained is the instructor and how authentic is the teaching.
After the age of 8 only, a child has to start the yoga, and without the guidance of any guru, because the tissues and muscles are just grown up, just all starting to grow up. So you cannot just like that practice without the help of a guru. Health hazards are more if the person is not guiding them. Like for example, if the neck muscles may be sprained.
Yoga, if it's just a physical exercise, no problem. It just needs some information you can gather in bits and pieces, you can try to teach it to someone. But this is something which is connected to the very core of who you are. Whatever we refer as the life energy, yoga is a certain practice which is connected to that. So definitely that needs a much more understanding and depth.
After a grinding session of studying and exams, yoga could really serve as a stress buster. Yoga, done the right way, can help relax the body by 35% according to fitness gurus.
I don't get angry when I practice yoga. When I don't practice it regularly, I can experience it that I become angry, I get angry. But if I practice yoga, I'm well concentrated in my studies and I won't get angry.
Catch 'em young has been the mantra for long, but experts say that one is never too old to benefit from this age-old practice. So don't hesitate to stay fit, but be sure you're doing it the right way at the right time. In Chennai with camera person Naveen, Nitila, Ndtv-Hindu.
For more on that, we were earlier joined by a fitness trainer and consultant Ranjit Dayal, and this is what he had to say.
Good, we come up with an awareness of yoga at school ages. That's the early stages. That's a very good a concept that has been come down. Okay, it will be a very good foundation for the children to start up with. Talking about choosing up yoga. Why choosing about yoga? It's a very good sign. It helps up in protecting up internal organisms. Whereas when you take about physical activities like kind of going down to a gym center and all, it's going to help up all external organisms. There's something has to be done for internal organisms. When you talk about kids, in what way it's going to help them out? Well, it's going to help them out in training up their mind, getting them up into control, which will help them to keep their emotions in control when they are into any kind of activities. For example, when they're being asked to go up a speech in front of 100 people down there, it's going to help them out to put them on to focus on what they have to talk. Good. That's a very good question. Which is been come down, which usually a lot of parents come and ask us about it. It's nothing but choosing up the right institution. For example, you need to go up to good pioneers who are in that. And second thing, parents has to be little bit more generous about it. What is it? They should never come down on bargaining of the prices. Example, when they come down on bargaining on the prices, that's where the standard comes down. Okay, so the right way to choose down is when you go down to a big institution, the prices are a little bit high, but well and good, you can maintain up the quality and they're guaranteed for it. When you go down on compromising the prices, that's where you land up with unqualified trainers.
Well, India's cricketing legend is honoured by the ICC. That's coming up in a short while.